guys, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and I am starting my new series this week with my fun fold cards. And so this is my first fun fold card I'm going to share with you guys. So it's super cute. I just love how it turned out. Okay, so if you want to see how I made it, stay tuned. I will go over the supplies I used first. I used Just Jade ink, Balmy Blue ink, and Pacific Point ink. And I used the Hippo Friends dies. That is where I got this right here so I could stamp the cute little turtle on. And then, of course, I'm using the Well Done stamp set and then the coordinating well punch. And then I also used the Well of a Time 6x6 designer series paper. I used quite a bit of that. And then you're also going to need Pacific Point. This is just a scrap of Pacific Point and Balmy Blue that I might have to get a bigger piece actually of Balmy Blue. I'm going to use the heart punches to punch out the hearts right there that we used. And the rest of it is just the designer series paper. So let me move those pieces in. And I will try to tell you the measurements as I go along. There is a lot. And just remember, too, that you guys do not have to layer this the way that I layered mine. And because I put the Pacific Point as my base, and then the Balmy Blue, and then the DSP. So you don't have to do that if you don't want to, because it did take, and you can see it's kind of thick. I popped this up on dimensionals, this up on dimensionals, and then this up. So it did make it kind of thick. If you didn't want it that thick, you could just use your adhesive to put it down. So our base is 4 1/4 by 11, and then I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. We have to cut 2 3/4 from the front panel. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my trimmer. And I said 2 3/4, so we're just going to line that up right there. And then we're just going to trim that off. And then you're going to save this because we're going to use it. It is going to be another one of our panels, okay? So this is going to be the panel that goes that way. So that's why you don't want to throw it away. Then this flap here, that is measuring 3 1/2 by 10, and I scored it at 5. This one, I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys, I scored it at 5 1/2. Okay, so let me score this one. Okay, now the first thing I want to do is I'm going to get my Balmy Blue out, and the back panel, there is a lot of panels, guys, so let me find it. I have so many notes written down. Front flap, side panel, back panel is 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and then I have a scrap piece of paper. You don't really need the scrap piece of paper. I'll show you what I did. If you guys can see these sticking up, I tried to do the seaweed, but this did not let a lot of that show through, so we're going to forego that. But I am going to do the bubbles, so we're just going to put the bubbles because I didn't want to put the DSP there and waste it because so little of this is seen. So I'm just going to go all the way around the edge because really that's basically all that's going to be seen on this card, on this layer. Okay, so I didn't want it to be naked, so to speak. So I decided to just do this to have just a little bit of something peeking out the side. The top, the bottom, and the sides, I guess I should say. Okay. Just all the way around. Okay. Let me move this out of the way. So that is going to go right here, and we can actually go ahead and adhere that down. So this is new for me too, you guys. I hope that I have been in camera frame because the camera is above my head. I have no idea. I can't see what I'm showing you guys. So I'm really, really hoping. My camcorder, I guess I didn't tell you guys that. This is a new, I'm filming on my phone. My camcorder sometimes when I record, when I go back to download it to my computer, there's nothing there. And so it gets very, very frustrating. And last night, a little bit of my video was lost. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went. So I don't know, but I'm tired of that happening to me. So I just decided I'm just going to switch over and I'll learn, I guess, where I went out of frame and where I need to stay in frame. So like I said, this is going to go here, but for right now, we need to put a piece right here before we can go any further. So let's open that up. And this piece, I'm going to measure as I tell you guys, just to make sure that I'm telling you correct, because I wrote them all down. This is 2.5 by 4, okay? And that is for the front flap and the inside flap. And I said I needed 3. Oh yeah, and this flap. Okay, so that's why you need 3 of those. So let's go ahead. There's a lot of layers to this, you guys. I did a lot of writing and still want to measure to make sure I'm putting the right pieces on the right places. And then we'll flip it over, put one on the inside as well. Trying to make sure I'm staying in frame again. I can kind of see if I stand on my tiptoes. I have a mount that I need to get a holder for my phone, and then I would be able to put it where I want to. And then we're going to put this last piece is going to go right there like that. Okay. And we don't want to put this piece on here yet, because we have to put these pieces on there. So we're not going to put anything on the back because this piece is going to go right in here. But we do want to put 2 pieces there and then on the front. So these 3 measure 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. So let's go ahead and put those on. And then layer this one here. Yeah, so on my camcorder, when I would do that, it would be like I could see it on my camcorder. I could see the video, the audio, and everything. But then when I would go to transport it over, it wouldn't be there. And sometimes it was the video, sometimes it was the audio, sometimes it was both. Okay, so let's get our working pieces laying out here. So this turtle piece goes on the inside here. And this piece, let me grab I have 2 sheets of paper. So the turtle on the inside is 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So that piece is going to go here. The seagrass is the same. It's 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. So let's just go ahead and put that piece down. We'll start from the front and work our way inwards. And this DSP is so super cute, and it is double-sided, you guys. So if you don't like what's on one side, you can use it on the other. So let's go ahead and put this piece down. And we'll layer this piece right there. Then we have this piece that's going to go on our front panel, and it measures the same exact, which is 2 3/4 by, or 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. Okay, so that is our front panel. And then we'll put these together here. So this one is going to go here. And this piece is 4 1/2 by 3. And then we'll just put it right there. Open this up. And then this is such a pretty paper. It actually goes like this, and then of course there's more on this side, but I had to cut it, you know, cut it down to size. But I thought when I did that, it just really makes it look like they're swimming still in unison if you flip it from the original way that it was. So I think it looks like they go down because it's originally like that. That's where I cut it. But if you layer it like this, it still looks like they're swimming in that same format. And I was hoping I could, by the measurements, that would work out, that I could keep them all swimming in unison, and it did. Yay. And I want you guys to stay to the end because I'm going to be doing a giveaway on my YouTube channel. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, so if you haven't subscribed or hit the like button, please do so. And if you hit the little bell notification, it will tell you every time I upload a video. Okay, now we can go ahead and put this piece here, and for that, I'm going to go ahead and use the Stampin' Seal Plus. It's a little bit stronger, and I am going to put 4 strips just to make sure it's going to hold, because this is going to be opened quite a bit, and I'm just centering that. And see, it's still cute, the little bubbles. That's why I did that. Okay, so then before we put this piece on, I want to go ahead and do my stamping. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to stamp the whale in Balmy Blue. Where's my whale? There he is. So I'm just going to turn that and stamp him down. And then we'll just close that out of the way. I'm going to use the punch. I wanted to use the little water spout that comes out when you punch this, but it wouldn't fit to make it look right, so I didn't. Okay, get all that out of the way. This is what I wanted to use, this little water spout. You can put that there, but I didn't think it looks like it fit, so I didn't. Oh, I don't know why I put my Balmy Blue away. I need it for my sentiment. Okay, let's move that. So I used the, oh my gosh, the fancy label. I can't remember the name of this, you guys. I'm so sorry. But this is a piece of Whisper White. I think it's cut at 3 3/4 or 3 3/4. Oh my gosh. So what I did was I popped that out first, and then I stamped the sentiment. And I hope I get lucky again and it all matches up pretty good. And then I just cut it and then put this, feed this right back in there again. I like to flip it over so I can make sure I have it centered. Okay, and it did. So that worked out good. So, and then like I said, if you don't want all the bulkiness from the Stampin' Dimensionals, just use regular adhesive and you won't have that. I think maybe on the inside that's what I'll do when I pop everything up, and then you guys can see or adhere everything, then you guys can see the difference between using the dimensionals and not. So I just put that right there at the bottom, and then I'm going to place a couple of dimensionals on the whale. Got that one kind of close to the outside where he might. And then I am going to grab a mini one and put right here on the tail, because I did want him popped up. It's easier for me to film where I'm filming at right now too, because this is where all my supplies are, my inks and things like that. Over there where I would have the other place where I stamped. I'm just gonna see if I can get this. I mean, you could put it there. I guess maybe I just didn't like it. You could put it there. I don't know. I just don't like it when I put it on there for some odd reason. So let's flip this over, and I'm gonna put the Stampin' Seal Plus, and you only want to put your seal on what is going to be on this piece, so you don't want to go past this or it's going to stick to your card. And then you just kind of even it all up. And the way I did it was I ended up going right to the edge, and I got 5 but I'm gonna check it before I put any more in there. And how I did that was I just laid it like that, and I have plenty. So I'm gonna go ahead. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's 5. I think that's good. And you could still do, I'm gonna do one more. I think we can still get away with. And then you just fold that down and just kind of eyeball right in the center. So here, you know, just all the way around is what you're looking at. And then here and here. So we need to grab our label. And I'm going to close up Balmy Blue now because we are done with that. And I'm going to open up Pacific Point. And I'm going to stamp You're Kinda a Big Deal. Make sure I have that flipped over in the right direction. I think this is the right side up. And then just stamp that to the left. As soon as I'm done, I can put my inks right away. My little case thing is right in front of me. And then, where's my turtle? There he is. I'll stamp him in Just Jade. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit because I actually smeared it on the original. So let's take the heart punch, the scalloped, and pop out a piece of Pacific Point. And I'm going to put my Just Jade away because we're done with that. I don't know if this Balmy Blue piece is going to be big enough. I might have to grab, oh, look at that, just right. Okay, now let's grab Balmy Blue again. I shouldn't put it away. And the seahorse. And we're going to do, how many did I do? I did 2. Kind of do 1 that way, and I actually think I did them in Pacific Point, but I've already done the Balmy Blue, so there's nothing I can do. Let's grab Pacific Point. We'll do the hearts in the Pacific Point. And I only did 3, and I just kind of rotated them. Okay. And then, like I said, I'm just going to use the regular stamp and seal. I'm not going to pop them up, and then we can see what we think. And if we think that it makes a difference. And then let's go ahead and open this piece up. I'll put this piece down. Again, not using Stampin' Dimensionals, just the stamp and seal. We'll just put that right there. And then we'll do the same thing on this one. And it goes right in the center there. There you guys go. That is my first fun fold card. And I will have another video for you guys on Thursday. But let me talk to you now about my giveaway that I'm going to do. Okay guys, the giveaway I'm going to do is with the Campology stamp set. This is a brand new clean stamp set that is in the new annual catalog that was just released. So it's going to be for new subscribers. If you subscribe today, which is June 22nd, until next Sunday night at midnight, we'll call it closed. And then I want you to leave a comment on any of the videos that you watch of mine that just says new subscriber, and that's how I will randomly select the winner for the stamp set. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel, so if you haven't subscribed, please do so, and invite your family and friends, anybody that likes crafting ideas or thinks that they like cards, or you think they might enjoy my projects. I would greatly appreciate it. So please make sure that you subscribe, hit the like button, and I will see you guys on Thursday with my next fun fold card. Thanks guys.